Hi, I'm Nico.
Hi, I'm Esteban, and welcome to the first episode of the podcast.
Yep, we don't have a name for it yet, but basically, this podcast is going to be about us two, Nico and Esteban, talking about funny stories that happened to us or any funny ideas we had and just talking about it. Is there
Yeah,
anything you want to add to that?
not really. That's basically it.
Okay, so let's get right into it. What's been going on with you recently?
Um, so you remember, like, I came back from a trip to Florida, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Florida was fun. I really experienced Florida in a different way this trip.
Uh,
So
Go ahead.
you know how Florida has a lot of weird people, right? It's like
Uh,
you've seen the memes.
I've seen the memes, but I haven't experienced it firsthand. I've only ever been to Disneyland, so I don't know the.
Uh, okay. Well, okay, so you know how like here in Toronto, like when there's a weird person, like you know he's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like you go downtown, there's like a guy that like reeks of weed, and he's like handing you like abortion flyers while like shaking. Like I don't know, it could be like the most random crap ever.
Yeah.
It's like you could tell like the weird people.
Yeah.
Well, like they're in Florida, the weird people are just the normal people. So like I guess I'm the weird people to them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So at the Airbnb we were staying at, we had to like pass by this road like on a daily basis to get anywhere. Like no matter where it was, you had to take this road because it led you to like I guess where everything was,
Mm-hmm.
and in the other direction like doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So we took this road, and then like one day, like these like not flyers, but like these like signs appeared on the side of the road, and it was
Yeah.
like oranges for sale up ahead, apples for sale up ahead, bananas for sale up ahead, gator jerky for sale up ahead.
Gator
Um,
jerky?
Yeah. So like I didn't know what that was, right? So like I kind of just assumed it was like like beef jerky but with alligator.
Yeah.
I was right. That's what it was. But like what like how?
Yeah, how do you kill it? Well, you could shoot it probably.
Yeah. America
Do
and
you
their
think
guns.
that's just a normal thing in Florida? Like apples,
Probably.
oranges, gator meat, gator
Yeah,
jerky?
probably. Like it probably just like showed up in the dude's backyard and he probably just like got in a chokehold, like choked out the alligator, right? Maybe like pulled out his like I don't know, like one of his many guns because he definitely had multiple guns.
Probably.
Like
So
just killed the gator, like just jerkied it. Like I don't know what that process is called.
I'm pretty sure you dry it out, like you put it in a dehydrator or something. I don't
Uh,
know it fully, but something like that. Yeah.
the only experience I have of it is from an episode of The Simpsons. But yeah, no, it was funny because like it was like these signs were like a mile ahead. It said like the gator jerky for sale a mile ahead or the things for sale a mile ahead.
Yeah.
So we drove, and I was just like waiting. Like I've never been so eager to see what this person looked like.
Oh, so you actually went there?
No, because it was on the side of the road.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he was selling it on the side of the highway.
Okay.
So we drove past him. Oh my god. I should have taken a picture, but it was hilarious. This dude with like a cut off flannel, right? It was like a flannel with like no sleeves. He was wearing a MAGA hat, like fitting. He had like a long mullet. It was like a long, disgusting, like haven't been washed in an like easily a month mullet.
So you know this gator
These
jerky's gonna be good.
Yeah, for sure. He was wearing like sunglasses, like Guy Fieri sunglasses. Selling it out of the back of his pickup truck. Like it couldn't been more like Florida. Like I
More
couldn't
Florida.
have like yeah, like it was the most Florida thing ever. It was so funny. Like I really wanted to buy some, but like I knew like I wouldn't be able to eat anything for like a week after.
Oh yeah,
Like that would mess up my stomach
definitely.
easily. But no, it was actually hilarious. And then like the best part was like that road had like the funniest things when you kept on going down it. They had a drive-through smoke shop, which I didn't know existed.
What
It
did you
was
see?
like
What it is? Like what do they do there?
they sell like e-cigs and like cigars and stuff, but it had a drive-through window. Like it was so funny. Like I've never seen like such random things as I did in Florida that one time.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Um.
what about you? What you been up to?
Nothing really. Obviously, staying at home, so I haven't been really able to do much. But been watching TV. Have you been watching any good shows recently?
I started watching this anime called Skate the Infinity.
Oh yeah,
This
you
new
were telling
anime.
me about it.
Yeah, episode 3 came out yesterday, but I still haven't gone around to watching it.
Oh,
But
so
seems
it's
fun.
coming out like
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Only 2 episodes are out right now. The
Oh,
first one came out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago,
mm-hmm.
something like that.
Have you ever watched The Masked Singer?
I'm watching The Masked Dancer right now, but never The Masked Singer.
You are.
Singer.
Okay, so ever since the Masked Dancer came out more recently, like
Yeah.
only a few weeks ago, and that gave me an idea. I could see that the Masked Singer franchise was expanding itself, making new shows like The Masked Dancer, and that gave me an idea. And the idea of the show would be called The Masked Chris. So let me explain it to you. As we both know, this is like my pitch to you. As we both know, there are many famous Chris's in Hollywood, okay?
Of course.
So, like Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, basically anyone in the Avengers.
Yeah.
So, Fox, which is the channel that has The Masked Singer and The Masked Dancer, would get all these Chris's and do a performance for the judges, and then every week one Chris who had the worst performance would be eliminated and unmasked. And I think this is a great idea. People would watch it definitely if you have a bunch of famous Chris's in there.
For sure. And you have plenty to choose from.
So many. Like, I thought originally I just thought of the ones that were like in the Avengers, like the really big Chris's. But then I looked up famous Chris's on like famous birthdays and stuff, and there are so many out there. So I took it into my own hands to make this happen. So
Oh, nice.
I DM'd The Masked Dancer and The Masked Singer on Instagram. So this was my message to both of them. I did it individually, but it says, hello. So this was the one to The Masked Dancer. I said, hello, Masked Dancer Instagram account manager. I have a proposition. I see that the Masked Singer franchise is expanding by creating The Masked Dancer, and I have an idea for a new show from your franchise. It would go by the name of The Masked Chris. As we both know, there are a plethora of famous Chris's in Hollywood. For example, Chris Pratt, Chris Pine, Chris Evans, etc. The Masked Chris will follow a similar formula as The Masked Singer and Masked Dancer. The Chris's face would be covered, and they would have to do some sort of performance for the judges, and by the end of the episode, one Chris would get eliminated and have to reveal who they are. Please notify me once filming starts, and I would like a percentage of the money that this smash hit show will make. Thank you. But wait, there's more.
Oh.
So, after I looked up all those Chris's, I found all their Instagrams, and I have, I think, 20 or 30 right now, and I made a group chat with all of them.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And I named it the Fortress of Chris's. So, here's the message that I sent to them. Hello, Chris. If you haven't realized by now, this group is comprised exclusively of famous Chris's. I have a proposition for all of you. As many of you probably know, there's a popular TV show that goes by the name of The Masked Singer. Recently, they have expanded their franchise by creating The Masked Dancer. Here is my proposition: to create a show called The Masked Chris. That is where you all come into play. The show would consist of you, the Chris's, being completely masked from head to toe. Then I explain the show. If you feel like this proposition is in any way appealing and think this would be a fun show idea, please respond. Or if you have any connections with Fox, please contact them with the show idea and let them know. Thank you for your time, Chris's. So, I added my sister to the group chat just to see if it would, like, if I add new people to the group, they can still see the message that I sent, and they could. And then the day later, I removed her from the chat, but then it said one active today, and I was like, oh, what? One Chris saw my message, but then it was just my sister.
Oh.
Like, do you think people would watch that if it actually
Oh,
happened?
for sure. And if not, you have 2 viewers between the 2 of us.
Yep. I would watch
I think it'd
that.
be even better if, like, the judges were also Chris's, but, like, Chris's that aren't talented enough to, like, actually perform.
Yeah, that would actually be good. And the host would definitely have to be Chris Rock.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And he's just, like, making fun of all the Chris's that are judges. It's like, you guys suck so much that you couldn't even perform, so you guys had to be the judges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna try to give a Chris Rock impression, but, like...
I just went to
that's not
drink
gonna work
water
out.
and I spilled it all over myself.
Nice. So I shot an MP5 over the Christmas break.
Oh, is that a gun?
Yeah. I just felt like that'd be a fun segue.
Fun segue into what?
Talking about guns and Americans.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so in case we have any global viewers here that aren't just people I forced to listen to this,
Yeah.
this podcast is coming to you from Toronto, Canada.
Oh.
So I went to the States, as I said prior, for Christmas. It was fun, and me and my dad, we've been wanting to go to a shooting range for so long, but like there's so many like stuff you have to like fill out to do it here in Canada, right?
Yeah.
So like we were investigating with or not investigating, we were like researching it with my dad.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to do this like 2-hour course. You have to pay this fee to like learn from like a professional instructor, and you can only shoot handguns as a beginner, and you have to do all this stuff. Oh, and you have to be older than, I think it was 18 or 21. I don't remember. It was one of those.
That's in Canada, in Toronto.
In Canada, yeah.
Okay.
So then we kind of just gave up with the idea because like it was gonna take way too long, like way too much effort, and I'm not 18.
Yep.
So like it didn't work out. But when we were there, like we've all heard the American gun stuff jokes, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's like even that Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode where they just go and like buy a whole gun store.
It was in Florida too, right?
Yeah.
She found it in the vending machine.
Yeah. So we went to this gun range, right? It was like a 15-minute drive. We passed by Gator Jerky again.
Oh, nice.
He was there every day. Like he was there every day, rain or shine. And when it started raining, he'd just take it up a mile more because there's a bridge, and he'd sell it under the bridge.
Good for him. At least he's a devoted businessman.
He's devoted. Yeah, so we passed by Gator Jerky on our way to go to the gun range, right?
Yeah.
And we take this, like, it was some highway, right? And then we take, like, an exit, and I just see this huge building with, like, barbed wire all around it, and, like, these huge fences. And then I'm like, what, is this a jail? Like, the hell is this? And it's, like, Orlando Correction Center. I'm like, oh, nice. And I'm like, and then it's like the location is on the right. The gun range is directly across the street from the jail.
Only in Florida.
And my dad's like, do you see it? I don't see it. So I start, you know how like in like the specific like little like plaza things, it says like all the stores in like the plaza in like that billboard.
Mm-hmm.
So like I start reading him like bail bonds, bailed, bail for you, gun range, more bail bond places. The cheapest bails in Orlando. It's like literally the gun range was in the middle of a place where you could just get bailed from the jail directly across the street.
Well, I guess that's where they're getting all their customers from.
Well, yeah. At least, you know, like you've got experienced people working there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So like I walk in with my dad. We're already like nervous laughing because we're like, what the heck? There's a jail directly to the right of us. It's like you cross the street and it's a jail.
Well, at least if someone breaks out, you have protection.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So we walk in, right? And there's two dudes, right? One dude who you can tell he's like a military kid. It's like he has a buzz cut. He's like, he was reloading a gun, like just randomly. And it like genuinely scared the crap out of me. Like he wasn't using it or nothing. He was just like at the corner of the store, just reloading a gun, just like looking down the barrel. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing?
He was looking down the barrel while reloading it?
Yeah. I don't know what exactly he was trying to do.
Look cool.
Yeah. So then this dude, he was like way too enthusiastic. The other dude, he was helping us out. He's like, welcome to the gun range. How can I help you guys today? I'm like, yo, you're way too enthusiastic to be working at a place that could end your life in a second. So he's like, is this your first time here? And we're like, yeah. Do we have to like sign a waiver? Do we have to like do something like something in specific? He's like, no, I just need your driver's license and sign that waiver and we're all set. And we're like, that's it? And we give him like my dad's driver's license, right? We thought he'd do like a background check on us or like, I don't know, something to make sure we weren't going to shoot up the place.
Yeah.
No, all he needed it was just so he knew like who was in what lane, right? He needed like a little like picture so he knew who was where, I guess. Like he did no background search check on us. And I just figured they would do that. I don't know. But then we go to sign the waiver. The waiver like literally just said, I vow not to shoot anyone while I'm here. Sign here. And then it's like, have you ever shot a person before? Like, have you ever been like incarcerated or like convicted of a gun related crime? And we just say no, but there's no actual check. Like you could easily lie on it. Like there's no actual like, what do you call that? Like they don't actually check it to see if you're telling the truth or not. So we signed the waiver. It took us literally 30 seconds. like I figured we'd be like 30 minutes before we got to shoot, but no, we signed the waiver and he's like, okay, what gun do you want? He shows us like a selection of like 30 different guns, and we're like, oh my god, you can shoot all this? You could shoot anything from an AK to like a double barrel shotgun, like different Glocks. We ended up shooting an MP5 because like we've never shot a gun. No, it's like it's this little like submachine gun that's 9mm. So like it has like no recoil, and it doesn't like it doesn't have any like kickback or anything. So it doesn't hurt at all on your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know, we're new to this, right? We've never shot a gun before.
Yep.
So like I actually kind of wanted to shoot the AK, but like nah.
What
so,
you were? Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so we get the MP5, right? And he's like, okay, so here's 50 rounds. It comes with the gun. It's the gun to rent is like, it was like $9 an hour or something like that. I don't know. He gave us like the price rundown. He's like, okay, you're all set. I'm gonna show you guys how to reload it and then go shoot. So he literally just shows us how to put the bullets in the mag. He says never point at anyone, and then you're down, and then like we're shooting already.
Okay.
It was so funny because the second we like, that was like the store part of the place, right? Mm-hmm. You go through this back door, and now it's the actual range. Yeah. It's like an indoor like range thing, and I walk in. There's like a 6-year-old shooting a freaking Magnum.
Do you think you could have brought your brother?
Thing was so loud, for sure. Oh no! Oh, I forgot to mention the funniest part. I walk in and my dad asks, "Is there an age limit?" He's like, "No, anyone can shoot as long as their parents are willing to help them if needed." And I'm just like, "That's great. That's hilarious."
They put a lot of trust in people over there.
They really do.
With that waiver, I feel like the people there would be either honest enough or dumb enough to write that they have committed a gun-related crime, just because like it's based off trust there, I guess, in Florida.
Yeah. They have a lot of trust in people. It's really nice. So the 6-year-old shooting the Magnum, he's there with his mom and what I assume is his aunt, or like, I don't know. But there's 2 older ladies, right? And then his dad comes back. He just like finished drinking a beer because he chucked the Coors Light like into the garbage. I'm like, oh nice, there's a drunk dude shooting a gun like a meter away from me. So him and the family, they're shooting this gun. Oh my god, it was so it was so loud. I'm just trying to put the bullets into the barrel of the gun, or like the magazine, right? Mm-hmm. Like for the first like 5 minutes, I jumped after every shot they took because it was so loud. The casing flew and hit my shoe. I thought it was a worm. That thing was so big. So then me and my dad were gonna go shoot our gun, right? We're gonna be like, let's show these people how us Colombians know how to shoot, right? We shoot the gun. It doesn't even make a noise. It makes like the smallest noise ever. It's like pew pew pew. The casings come out. The casing's like the size of my like fingernail. And I'm like, oh nice. These people are shooting like a 6-year-old is shooting this hella crazy Magnum, and I'm just shooting like a little 9mm gun. But no, it was like a lot of fun though. So that was funny.
That reminds me of when I went hunting once with my dad, and they were going.
Yeah.
It was my dad, my dad's friend, and my dad's uncle, and
okay.
We were going hunting for some sort of duck. No, it was geese. And I was getting bored because we were sitting there for like 3 hours and we didn't see a single bird the whole time. So I went on my phone and played sounds of ducks. And then either my dad heard that or he thought he heard something, but then he like turned towards me and was ready to shoot something or something like that. I don't know, but I think he was ready to shoot me because of the noises.
Nice. It's like just barrel pointing right at your face.
But then they actually did shoot at something like
oh nice.
I don't think they were geese, but something, and it was really really loud, and I forgot to put on earplugs, so I just had to sit there with my hands over my ears.
Yeah. I saw less Confederate flags than I thought I would while I was down there.
What are Confederate flags?
The flags of the the people who were pro slaves during the Civil War.
Who wanted slaves?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, like the flags that white supremacists use a lot? Like the one that's like red with like the blue X with stars in the middle.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, I expected to see way more. You always see them while you're down there. Or, well, I assumed. Because, like, that's, like, how they depict all this stuff. Yeah, I expected to see way more. At least on bumper stickers or something. Because I drove, like, before this, like, 2 years ago, I drove down to Florida, right? And we passed by West Virginia. They had a gift shop called the Confederate Gift Shop. Of course, I had to go in. Like, I had to. It was too funny not to. I took pictures of it, but I couldn't find them. I tried to post them on the doc so, like, you could have them.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't find them. I found they had, what was it? Baby pacifiers with the Confederate flag on, like, the front of it. I'm like, they have fun for the whole family in that
You're
store.
getting them started young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just looked up the flag now. I've obviously seen the flag before. I thought that was some European country.
Oh.
I never knew
Nice.
what that was for.
Oh. Yeah, that was, like, the pro-slave owner people flag.
Okay.
Because, you know, I was, like, in the Civil War.
Yeah,
It was, like,
yeah.
North versus the South.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Florida people, like, they also love alligators. That's something I realized.
Well, if there's a lot
Because,
of them
like-
there, you got to get used to them.
Yeah. Like, I remember there was news a couple years ago that, like, an alligator ate a child down there.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah. Yet they still have, like, alligators for, like, every mascot for anything.
That's
Like,
so
every
true.
college football team, like, it's an alligator mascot. I swear, I've never seen so many people drink Gatorade, but not for athletic purposes.
Just cause.
Yeah, just cause. It's like all the, like, obese people, like, I get why they're obese now. Like, they just chug Gatorades, bro. And they have, like an especially big Gatorade down there. Like, you know how, like, up here we have, like, the big Gatorade bottle? Like, you know, like, the ones that are, like, really tall and really fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those, and imagine, like, 2 of them in one bottle.
And people are just chugging them there.
Yeah, they're just drinking them. Like, just casually drinking them. Like, it was so funny.
Well, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm not surprised if, like, something like this would happen. Like, I was watching an episode of The Simpsons once, and, like, you know how Homer loves donuts?
Yeah.
Well, like, it came to the point where, like, just a donut wouldn't satisfy him anymore. So he got Bart to, like, tie up his, like, arm with his belt, and then he, like, liquefied donuts and, like, started injecting it into his system.
Oh, that's
Like straight
definitely
heroin or
something
something?
that's happening in the
I feel
the
like
future.
someone would do that with an alligator, for sure.
Do it to the alligator
No. Like, use the alligator.
and
do
inject
that.
the alligator into yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that happening.
Like, that's definitely happened.
I can already see the news article. Florida man injects himself with alligator serum hoping to get superpowers.
Yeah. Easily. You know, there's, like, an alligator, or not alligator. There's, like, a Florida man, like, birthday thing where, like, you could search up, like, the month of your birthday and you get, like, articles from, like, that day of, like, Florida man
Yeah,
stuff.
I've heard
I
of
forget
that.
what it's called. I just want to see what happens for my thing, for my birthday. Florida man, April 11th. Let's see what we got. Florida man, oh, no, we got an ad. Florida man threatens to destroy everyone with an army of turtles. Published April 11th, 2019.
Okay, I'm gonna check my birthday.
A Florida man is behind bars after screaming and threatening to destroy everyone with an army of turtles. He was 61 years old. That's great.
What website do I go on? I want to see my. Okay, can you just search
Oh.
at my birthday, April 28th?
I literally just searched up Florida man and then my birthday.
Oh, okay. Florida man on meth attacks mattress looking for girlfriend's lover hiding inside, police say.
Oh, that's great. That's amazing. What about today? January 24th. January. I forgot how to spell January for a second. Florida man and Easter Bunny arrested after hit and run crash.
Wait, was he dressed up as the Easter Bunny?
He was dressed up as the Easter Bunny when he hit someone and drove off. In January. Oh wait, this is from today.
Why was he in an Easter Bunny costume?
This is literally from today. I thought this was like from a couple years back. Yeah, this was posted like a couple minutes ago. Wait.
The one for me
Yeah, yeah.
was in 2019, so not that recent, but still that's great. Attacks the mattress, hoping to find the wife's lover inside.
That's amazing. That's great. Well, that's hilarious. But yeah, now down there they got a new president,
Oh yeah, Biden,
Mr. Joe.
Mr.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna be good?
Um I don't really want to turn this into like a
Yeah,
politics
yeah.
podcast, but like I don't know. I feel like he's got some stuff good to with him, but I don't know. There's some things that I would change about him, like about how I would do stuff compared to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't think like the states can't get much more ruined. So like
That's true.
do your best, Joe. I love how like Bernie Sanders is just like a meme now. It's like even my parents made like memes with Bernie Sanders.
Oh, my parents too.
Yeah.
Like that guy
My
can't.
my mom's was wait, sorry, yeah, go.
That guy can't leave his house without becoming a meme.
No, he's hilarious. First it was like I am once again asking you meme.
I'm once again asking for your financial support, and the guy
Yeah.
can't even sit down without the world exploding.
I know. Did you see the mittens he was wearing?
Yeah.
They were great. But yeah, no, my mom actually made a meme. It was hilarious. So like you know how my mom's like a homeschool teacher and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like she like teaches my brother and stuff. So it was a picture of my brother doing work, and in the background it's just Bernie Sanders just staring at my brother. It was so funny.
You know how your school is doing that Photoshop contest?
Yeah.
I was thinking of just putting Bernie Sanders in in the CN Tower.
Oh, for sure.
Someone's gonna do that, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for sure. Like now more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what the average lifespan of an American is?
No, 72.
79.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Yeah. You know how old Biden is?
78.
He's 78. Yeah, I don't think the boy's gonna make it through the full term.
So what happens if he doesn't make it?
I think like the vice president's president until there's like a new vote thing.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't really know how that works.
okay.
But just imagine like Harris, like what's her name? Kamala Harris?
Yeah,
I always thought it was like Pamela.
Pamela.
Yeah, if she becomes president, she's just gonna like incarcerate people for more like 30,000 year sentences.
Do we even know why people make those jokes about her?
I understand now. I understand. So like, you remember like before they legalized marijuana, like, in the States?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like she put like a bunch of people in jail for like weed for like 30 years and like 40 years and stuff like that, just
Mhm.
for having like
Just
like a
possession of
small,
it?
yeah, like and not even like large amounts, like just like a little bit of it in her like in their pockets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I forget how much after that or something after that. It was like something like she was like joking around about how when she was younger she used to smoke weed and
Oh.
stuff like that. So it's like, oh, nice.
What did she do
This
before
person's
becoming?
serving like 30. Let me see.
Because like, how did she sentence those people? Was she like a lawyer or a judge or something like that?
Probably something having to do with like correction stuff. She began her career as a county district attorney.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, in 2003 she started doing that.
Okay. Have you been watching hockey recently since the season started?
No. Well, like I've seen some of like the highlights, and I've seen like the Leafs are actually doing pretty good.
Mhm. Have you seen the Ottawa Senators' new logo?
No.
Okay, well, I'll send it to you. Are we gonna post
Okay.
this on YouTube?
I don't know.
I don't. See
I
why
guess we
not.
could like do like a YouTube thing where we could like those like YouTube videos that are like the pictures show up on the screen while you're talking.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we
Okay.
do a YouTube video, then we'll put the logo up on screen. So I'm sending you it right now. Just
You
the
want to put
logo.
it on the dock just so like because my phone's charging.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So the logo is pretty similar to before, but
Yeah, like I remember
just,
their thing before. It
it's
was
just
like this
slight
angry
changes.
senator dude.
Insert image. Sends on white. Okay, so do you see on the dock? It's there.
Yeah, it's loading. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Wasn't that like their old logo?
I don't know, something like that. But just do you know what Anderson Cooper looks like, the reporter for CNN?
I've heard of his name and I've probably seen it, but I don't remember.
Okay, they literally used him as a reference for this logo.
Anderson Cooper.
I'm gonna put it in the doc. Just look at this.
Okay,
picture.
okay.
Oops. Look at the side profile. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
They use that as a reference for sure. And he's like really pale too, so it fits the.
Yeah, they got it down. Yo, I just realized like his the Senators logo, his forehead turns into his nose.
There's no like crevice where his eye is.
Yeah.
It's just.
It's like, I mean, Anderson Cooper also kind of like, I mean, there's a bit of a dent, but like that dent like kind of just like flows right into the nose.
Yeah. But my dad mentioned it when we were watching the Leafs game against the Senators, and now I can't unsee it. Every time I see the logo, all I see is Anderson Cooper in a weird hat.
That's great. Is this like an Anderson Cooper picture of like him in like Vietnam or something? Like, why does he look like he's going to like?
Oh, no, he's just in Buffalo.
Yeah, you know Buffalo. You can't go down there without getting like shot from the trees by Viet Cong. Imagine. It's like going down to the States for like Christmas or something.
Then you get attacked.
Yeah, you're just like crossing through like Niagara Falls. It's like the border, and then like someone jumps out of a tree and just like starts attacking your car.
You always got to be prepared in Buffalo.
You never know. You never know.
Anderson Cooper was ready.
Yeah.
So what else? What else has been going on in your life?
Nothing really. I took the subway down with a couple friends to go skate a couple weeks ago. I said months. Hasn't been that long. Yeah, the subway down here is like the subway's fun. Like so much stuff happens on the TTC. The TTC is like the subway down here.
Yeah.
In case.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to tell that to me. Like I'm not that clueless.
Yeah. No, because like I'm being hopeful, and like maybe like that one person from China's listening.
Hopefully.
You know, and they're like, what is TTC?
No, I think this first episode is just gonna be people we forced to watch it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I was on the TTC, right, with my friends. We basically had to like ride down like almost all the subway.
Yeah.
Because like the subway basically starts around where I live, because that's where like the Vaughan Metropolitan Center is. So we took it down, and we were the only ones on the whole subway. It was so much fun because it was like 9 a.m. on like a school day. We just didn't have school that day, right?
Okay.
No, it wasn't 9 a.m. because it was after like, you know what, like rush hour is like right in the morning, and then there's one at like in the afternoon, and then there's like one around lunch.
Yeah.
We were in between the one in the morning and the afternoon when it was like dead. Like there was no one.
Okay.
So we're just like blasting music, right? We're just like skating like inside the subway car because we're by ourselves. Then this old lady, bro, she walks in. Oh my God. I've never seen someone smell so much like public urinal. Like this lady, she like stumbled in to walk. She was like stoned out of her mind. Like I don't even know what she was on, bro. It was crazy. But she goes like, she sits right next to us. The whole subway's empty, but she sits right next to us.
Oh.
That's the equivalent of when you're in a urinal and someone like pisses in the urinal right next to you.
Yeah,
there's still other options. Yeah. So she goes up to us and like she's like, what is that? And we're like, what the hell did she just say? She just starts like yelling at us and like pointing at her skateboards. And then she's like, my son has one of these. And we're like, okay, nice. And she just like starts like trying to grab mine. She's like, can I have it? But she said it after she took it from me, right? Because I had like my feet on it. So she like reached down and just like snatched it. She tried to stand up on it. Have you seen those videos of when like people stand on the skateboard?
Yeah.
And like they just like swoop down under and they like fall like they're like sideways in the air and go straight down.
Yep.
She did that. Luckily she was grabbing onto the pole, so she like just didn't die.
Oh.
But like she pulled one of those. But the funniest thing is like the skateboard shot and hit my friend in the shins. It was so funny. But luckily we were at our stop because we had to get off at Yorkdale.
Oh,
And
okay.
so we got off there. But it was so funny.
See,
But no, the subway's weird, man.
mm-hmm. See, I've never been on the subway by myself. Like, were you just with your friends?
Yeah.
See, my parents are pretty protective, so they don't let me go out much. And you know how like your parents tell you often like go outside, go play, go do stuff, but then when you actually want to go do it, they say no.
Yeah.
So I never have any interesting stories like that because my parents don't let me do stuff by myself. And so where am I going with this? I started the story, now I don't know where I'm going with it. But anyways,
It's like Michael Scott.
yeah, pretty much. No, it's like your parents are like, okay, go outside, go play, I don't know, basketball with the neighbor's kid. And I'm like, no, I don't want to play with the neighbor's kid. They're like, just go.
Not the neighbor's kid.
So then you go outside. And they're like, wait, why are you going outside? To go play with the neighbor's kid. Yeah, but watch out for cars. I'm gonna be on the driveway. No, I mean like if a car slows down beside you, you should be cautious of it because they're kidnappers. I'm like, yeah, but we have a speed bump right outside our house. So then
Oh, true.
I'm gonna be suspicious of every car that comes by. And then,
Oh, nice.
but it's even when I work with my dad every Saturday, and
Yeah.
he's the same way too with do this, but you're not allowed to do this, because he works with like metal and stuff.
Yeah.
And every time we do something, he gives me like easy tasks, brainless tasks, just because I don't think he trusts me with anything yet. But then he'll say like, oh, when I was your age, I was already welding. And I'll be like, okay, so teach me how to weld. And he's like, no, not yet. And when he was younger, I think he was in grade 7 or 8, when he was working, he cut off part of his finger in a machine.
Oh, nice.
And he almost uses that as a brag, like, oh, when I was your age, I already lost a finger. And I was like, yeah, but when I'm my age, I can still count past 2.5. Because I make jokes about it. Whenever he like holds up 2 fingers, I'll say, oh, 1.5, or something like that. And
Yeah.
so I make fun of him for it, but yeah.
Nice. Yeah, what's it called? I have one of like these older people from like the church I go to. He's always cutting off a finger, right? Like
What?
yeah, he works in construction.
Mm-hmm.
No, he doesn't just like casually cut off his finger. No. He works in
Yeah.
construction, so
No,
he
I was
always
just
ends up cutting
imagining
it.
this dude. He gets home from work or church or whatever every day and just puts his hand on a slab and just starts slicing fingers. That's how you made it sound.
Yeah, I said that wrong. So I was in the car with him once because we were helping some people move, right? He's like one of like our family friends. So like it was just me, my friend, and him, and he was driving us to like the place where we had to help the people move.
Yep.
And as a joke, my friend's like, "So have you cut a finger recently?" He pulls out his thumb. Oh my god, it's like the whole. You know how like your thumb bends in the middle?
Yeah.
From the tip to there, and then it stopped, and then from the midpoint to like where it like connects to your palm was just cut, and it was just like stitches, but like not even like professional stitches. Like he did it before he left the house. Like he just did it to himself because first off, why are you cutting metal in the morning?
In the morning.
It's like it was 9 a.m. when he picked us up, and he said, "Oh, I cut it this morning." Like it was still like there was still dried blood everywhere. You saw like stitches that like were holding nothing together, and it's like one of those things where you like hate looking at it, but you can't stop looking at it at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious, and then like he showed us like the pictures he took before he put on the stitches. You know when your lips are like really numb, they kind of just like flop open.
Oh.
That's what his thumb looked like. I'm sorry if I'm grossing out anyone listening. I probably should have like given a warning before this started.
We're not looking at anything. We're just imagining it.
Yeah, true. Just don't imagine. If you do, it's on you.
Yep, it's your fault.
Yep. But no, he has like after that he told us like all the stories of all the times he's cut a finger. He has like an album on his phone of all the pictures he sent to his doctor saying I cut my finger. So we were just looking through it,
That's
And I was
actually
with him
great.
again. I was with him again yesterday, right? Because we were also helping people move.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kid who was in the car helping someone else move last time.
Yeah.
He was the one moving yesterday.
Oh.
So we were helping. I was helping him move.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to drive with him to like the new place where they're like dropping off all the stuff we just took out of his old house, right?
Yeah.
So we drove with this dude again. So we asked him, "So have you cut your finger?" Like as a joke, like to like last time. He's like, "Well, actually, this morning when I was cutting onions, I cut off a piece of my thumb's nail."
So he's not even losing it in construction anymore. He's just randomly
No,
cutting himself.
it's like moved on. Like literally yesterday morning, he cut off a piece of his finger.
Poor
It was
dude.
great. It was so funny. It was so funny.
So, in school right now, we're well, I'm in English class, and a book that we have to
Yeah.
read is The Lord of the Flies. And I was gonna say Lord of the Fries. That would be much better. But
It's like the McDonald's adaptation.
so we just finished the book, and we had to write what's it called? A recommendation for it.
Okay.
And the teacher gave us this whole outline of things we have to follow. So she's like, when you write it, do it in present tense. Provide 2 good points per topic, and
Okay.
use no personal pronouns like I or me or we or whatever. And
Okay.
we had to present our organizers, like with all the steps in class one day.
Mm-hmm.
And this one kid, he couldn't have been listening to anything the teacher was saying, because he wrote his, and it's just so bad, and it's hilarious. One more thing.
Oh, nice.
We have to write if we recommend it or don't recommend it.
Okay.
And she said you can choose either or, but she really meant you better recommend it, because if you don't, I'm going to give you a bad mark. So even if you
Yeah,
don't
of
like the
course.
book, you have to do this. But this is what this kid wrote, and it's amazing. And remember what I said about the steps we have to follow and stuff.
Yeah, like present tense. And like you have to like no personal pronouns.
No personal pronouns. And here's the second word. Why I don't recommend Lord of the Flies. I personally
Nice.
didn't like it because it took too long to build up, and it wasn't very interesting. And I find, quote, the classics are boring and overrated. Lord of the Flies is not well written, and it's not interesting for kids, and is written in oldish English, so it doesn't make much sense to me. Lord of the Flies also took a long time to read, and it was difficult to keep reading the page, as it was very predictable through the first 3 chapters. And I knew what would happen in the rest of the book. You also gain nothing from reading this, aside from one quote: "The greatest ideas are the simplest." The book lacks in action and meaningful events, as the major thing is Roger killing Piggy with a rock, which in my opinion was by accident. This is the best part right here. So William Golding, he's the author, and he wrote,
Okay.
William Golding is very bland, and his work has no meaning. It's just a bunch of words on a page. This book is just downright horrible in my opinion, and if you're thinking about reading, I suggest you don't waste precious time on this abomination of a book.
But Lizzie tried to put like you know like those adjectives you like read the thesaurus before writing a book, and
Yeah.
you're just like abomination. That's a good word.
But
Like frictionless.
frictionless. Can you imagine writing something that terrible? Like, I
Yeah.
would recommend you don't waste your precious time, because this book is just downright horrible.
It sounds like he was like he misunderstood everything backwards.
Yeah. Like he was trying to do everything the opposite of what the teacher said.
Yeah. But like you can tell he kind of gave an effort, because like it was like written in a way where it's like the
He was
effort,
passionate
like the
about
most
it.
effortlessly way to like give an effort, if that makes any sense.
Sorta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just like how the summary sort of makes sense.
It does make sense, but yeah, that's just great how he just destroyed the book.
Yeah. Like he straight up roasted him. Is the guy who wrote it dead?
No, I don't know, but if he isn't, then he's dead now.
Okay. Yeah, because he like straight up cooked him, bro. Like he got roasted so bad.
I'm looking it up now.
Speaking of roasted, while you're searching that up, my friend was telling me this one time. He was on the subway, right? Like
More Subway stories.
I had to go back to the subway story. I like just remembered this. He was on the subway once. He just finished finished his class at uni.
Mm-hmm.
So he took the subway to go back to his house.
Yeah.
And he's on the subway. This man in a trench coat walks up to him. He's sitting down, right? The guy in the trench coat standing up just walks up to him. He's like, "Can I interest you in something?" And my friend's just like, "No." And he's like, "I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse." He pulls open his trench coat and he has roasted chickens inside the trench coat.
Just full roasted chickens.
Yeah, he says 2 for $30.
Where was this? Was this in Toronto?
Yeah.
That's great. See, like, Toronto's better, but it's still not great.
Yeah, we got weird people, but that's what I mean. Like, that's weird for us. Like, we all accept that's very weird.
Mm-hmm. But like in Florida, that's just it's a guy with trench coat.
It's like 2 for $30. Yo, can I afford?
Can I get a combo with some gator jerky on the side?
Yeah, and Gatorade for the drink, please.
Of course. Do you think
Oh,
Gatorade is
and
from
and
Florida?
one thing.
And that's why it's called Gatorade?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it is from Florida. But you can have Gatorade or Powerade, like depending where you go. Like at like like the drink things where you could like self-serve yourself drinks at like McDonald's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the fountain drinks, that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know here we have them in some places, but not everywhere, right?
Okay.
In Florida, everywhere you can get blue. It's always blue Gatorade. You can get blue Gatorade in any fountain drink thing you want.
That actually
It's
seems
hilarious.
great, though. If I lived in Florida, I would become one of those Gatorade junkies. I couldn't. I love Gatorade so much.
Yeah.
I like the purple.
But like,
one.
I mean, at least they like the good flavor. Blue's definitely like the best flavor.
I like purple. I like all grape flavors are good except
Yeah.
normal grapes.
Yeah, normal grapes, like it's like kind of hit or miss in my opinion.
Yeah, some of them have like
I remember
that really weird taste.
you had those bitter grapes that one time in school. I remember you gave them to people and you're just like, just try these. We all ate them and they tasted so bad.
Yeah. But no, grape flavored things are always great.
Yeah.
Do you like grape flavored stuff?
Yeah, like grape is like such a good flavor in stuff in general.
Yeah. So we're nearing an hour. Do you want to keep talking?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty much out of things to say.
I mean, I have a couple more stuff.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Like I got one funny story.
Okay, go.
I remember I already told you about this, but like I didn't fully explain it because it was over text. But like now I actually have like a reason to like fully say this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this place, like for like anyone listening, just for context, like I live in Woodbridge and you live in Nobleton, right? Like I'm not going to disclose anymore just for like safety purposes.
Yeah.
But like in between both of those is this place called Kleinberg, right?
Yeah.
It's like where all the rich white people live pretty much. Yeah. And then like every car there, you know how like every car there is like a Range Rover or a Lambo? Like no in between.
Whenever I go to Kleinberg, me and my dad try to see how many fancy cars we can see. We make bets on how many we'll see.
Yeah. Like I like taking pictures of cars and stuff. Whenever I do that, I always go to Kleinberg because you always see like the craziest cars. But I was driving there once, right? We were stopped at this like you know by where the school is, there's like the stop sign and like hella traffic always forms there. Yeah. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But we're at the stop sign, right? And the car directly to the right of us, like he's trying to like pull in from like the parking lot of the school. And after I explained this person to you, just remember this guy's coming out of a school.
Which school, sorry?
And you know that school in Kleinberg?
Yeah,
like literally in the middle of Kleinberg, there's like this like elementary school, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's this dude, right? Alabama license plate. Let's just start it off there. He's not picking up anyone. Like he's not like I assume he's not picking up his kids unless he's picking up his like his niece or something. He has no reason to be in that parking lot. So Alabama license plate. Bumper sticker that reads, "If you ain't American, you ain't much." No, my bad. If you ain't American, you ain't much.
What's that even supposed to mean?
I don't know. Confederate flag as both side doors of his like 2001 Ford Ranger. Like that's a pickup truck in case someone doesn't know their cars. He was wearing what was it? He was wearing like a cutoff like shirt, right? Like sleeveless shirt.
Yeah.
This was like a month ago. It was snowing. Like it was like -10. And like again, like this guy wearing like like a Bass Pro hat with like a huge mullet.
It's like I don't know if like country people went back to the mullet or something.
I don't think they went back. They just never lost it.
Yeah, for real. And I forgot to mention, I was just looking at the notes that I wrote down, but like he was wearing an eagle shirt. Like
Just
it doesn't
a
get more
shirt with an
American.
eagle on it.
Yeah. Like not like American Eagle or something. Like no, not like these fancy stuff. Like no, just like a picture of an eagle. Like straight up patriotic eagle. You know?
Yeah.
It's like here like I'll try to find a picture of an eagle shirt and see if. But yeah, no, it was hilarious because like why in Kleinburg? I feel like Kleinburg's only for like the bougie white people or like people like me who just have to drive through it to go places.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I don't know why he was there, especially coming out of
A
a school.
Yeah.
An elementary school. Here, I found it like exact shirt it was. Let me just copy this. It's gonna be under Anderson Cooper.
Okay.
Let me know if you see it.
That was the shirt.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like I want one now.
Oh, that's
Like that
awesome.
shirt just looks amazing. The determination in that eagle's eyes.
Yeah.
George Washington would be proud.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, but it was hilarious because like I only saw him for like a second, but I've never like deeply stared at someone so hard to like understand who they were so fast. And like I got all the information I needed from that man in those like 5 seconds.
What the shirt, the car doors.
Yeah, the shirt, the hat,
the bumper
the
sticker.
side doors. Like how do you have side doors that are Confederate flags?
I don't know.
Like I didn't know that was possible. But like I guess you got a wrap just for the side doors.
I guess.
But it was hilarious.
Mhm. I wish I saw that. That would be great.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of taking a picture, but I don't know. I was too like concentrated just staring at him. Yeah, so I think we're nearing the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
We're starting to get kind of dry.
Yeah.
Just talking about more Confederates.
Yep. I feel like that's gonna happen if we ever run out of things to talk about. Just come back to Confederate people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
why,
like
but
I didn't want to talk about them the whole podcast, but like I went to Florida, okay? So like
Yeah.
I got too much experience on them.
Okay, so I guess that's it then. Are we gonna
Yeah,
have
I guess we
anything
can start
to
wrapping up.
say bye at the end, or just end it?
I don't know. I guess bye, people listening.